Committee 2 has spent many hours to look into various documents that we currently have and to see which document should be converted into digital format for delivery to the member so that the Toastmaster document will be easily be downloaded on your smartphone, your iPad, whatsoever electronic document you may have in the coming future. To do this, we study into 5 key areas. The first key area I have already presented to you, which document will be converted into digital format. Number 2, we evaluate whether we are going to offer it as a free download or download per fees. We also look into criteria of using which download mechanism, or we call it delivery mechanism, to deliver this digital document to our members. We studied the investment and what are the risk factors involved in converting printed document to digital, and what are the possible solutions and directions of moving forward. Number 5, how can we leverage convergence among existing technologies and knowledge to our advantage? Now, with these 5 key areas that we need to find solution to, fellow Toastmasters, we use 3 different methodologies. I would like to present to you the various methodology. Number 1, industry search, both primary search and secondary search. Interviews, face-to-face interviews. Toastmasters research, fact-finding. I know some of the directors have been talking to you during your district conference, asking you about the digital delivery content and how do you feel about it. Members survey throughout the world, and we have received response from over 1,500 members. Sales analysis, we look into the past sales record of Toastmasters International. Digital content impact and evaluations. Synopsis applications. And I would like to share with you the committee members. They are so hardworking. Some of them take on a telephone call during even hours, and some of them were on the road. They make the phone call, and some of them have to wake up middle of the night. From the result of this research and topics, the committee has developed guiding principles to take the organization forward into a broader availability of digital content. I'm happy to report to you today the Board of Directors have approved Committee 2 recommendations. At this stage, I would like to recognize our hardworking, committed, and diligent working committee member. When your name is called, please stand. Distinguished Toastmaster all, Theo Black, Jackie Schneider, Ron Kirkesner, Gina Cook, Heath Soderson, Dave Hollinshead, Pamela Christopher, Keith Ostergaard. And we have 2 outstanding, fantastic, and dedicated staff liaison officers led by Director of Communication, Sally. And our support, Sherry, who is not here with us today. Fellow Toastmasters, join me to give them a round of appreciation.
Thank you so much, Vice President Lau. We have a Strategic Planning Committee report, and that will be presented by your very own immediate past International President, Gary Schmidt.
The Strategic Planning Committee, which the members are the Executive Committee of Toastmasters International, met, but as has been the practice of this board in recent years and continues at this meeting, the entire board engages in strategic planning, not just the Executive Committee of the organization. Therefore, the entire board at this meeting engaged in strategic thinking and reflecting on the organization's strategic plan, which was passed by the board in August 2010. As a quick recap, the 4 major objectives of our organization's strategic plan are to enhance and improve growth and retention, education programs, revenue, and global impact. As you've heard at this board meeting, the board and the staff working together are already implementing some components of the strategic plan, such as the branding refresh, the digital content committee that is working on enhancing products that are provided to our members digitally, and other progress on the plan. We also define what does it exactly mean to be a strategic board, and we discuss various concepts. Ultimately, it is high-level visionary thinking that guides an organization to a successful and bright future, which I feel our board is doing at this very meeting today. You can always see what our strategic plan is on the Toastmasters website at toastmasters.org. It's great reading. In particular, this board discussed what is the role of the international director on a strategic board, and specifically how the international director interacts with the new region advisor role. We discussed that there is a need for clarity and further explanation of how the 2 roles interact and work together, not only to serve the organization, but our members and our district leaders. While we began a list of how to clarify those roles, we did not complete it. That will be further work of the Strategic Planning Committee and the board as a whole. But at this point, I do want to comment that there definitely is a role for international directors at the district level, supporting and mentoring district leaders in their roles. So we will further clarify how the region advisor and the international director works together to perform those duties. The work continues. Strategic thinking is never finished, but this board is continuing to move forward the strategy and future of this great organization. I'd like to thank then the entire board for your work, but in particular the members of the Strategic Planning Committee, who are International President Pat Johnson, International President-elect Michael Notaro, First Vice President John Lau, Second Vice President George Yen, Executive Director Daniel Rex, and our staff liaison Sally Newell-Cohen. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Gary. And also to present the report for the Advisory Committee of Past Presidents, please welcome once again our immediate past International President, Gary Schmidt.
The Advisory Committee of Past Presidents, which consists of the active past international presidents of Toastmasters International, met at the International Convention last August in Palm Desert, California. At that time, I was still serving as international president, and as such, delivered a report and answered questions on global representation and support, leadership development programs, and the organization's new strategic plan. The past international president and inaugural chair of the International Leadership Committee, Johnny Uwe, also delivered a report on the process of the first International Leadership Committee. Also, Daniel Rex, Executive Director of Toastmasters, delivered a report and answered questions on the operational function of World Headquarters, namely the finances of the organization, the branding refresh program, policies and protocol, and overall communication. The Advisory Committee of Past International Presidents commended and thanked the Board of Directors and World Headquarters staff for their fine work and continuing efforts to improve the future of Toastmasters International.